What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today we are going to be completing the Chicharito SBC. I'm not the hugest fan of this card for a few reasons which we'll get into in a second. But first of all, if you could drop a thumbs up on the video, it would be very much appreciated. And second of all, according to FUTBin, it's 126,000 coins. I bought all but 3 of the players and I sniped them around 3 to 10% cheaper. So I think I did this for about 100 to 110,000 coins, which is actually all right for the 2 packs and the card that you get back. So for the Red Devils, guys, we've got a full Premier League team. Schmeichel 4K, Socrates 5.7, Laporte 3K, Company 14K. I paid 11,000 coins for Vincent Kompany. What is he going for on FUTBin? According to FUTBin, he is 13,750. I thought I sniped him for 11,000. I don't know if that's a visual issue or I actually paid 14, but I was pretty gassed with myself for sniping him for 11k about 3 minutes ago. So I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that's just a mistake. Gundogan 5.4k, Juan Mata 3.1k, Jorginho first owner. So we're just throwing him in there. Fabregas 5.7, Idrissa Gueye 750 coins, Lacazette first owner and untradeable, and then Morata for 2.5k. So that is the first one done, and of course gives us a prime gold players pack, which we're not going to open just right now. And then secondly, guys, we get the L3, 3 Mexico players, an 84 rated, 85 chemistry. I bought all of the players on this one, relatively affordable. Again, Neto at 4.6, Leon 1.4, Jimenez 6.2. Again, I feel like I actually only paid about 4k for him. Vidal 11k, Asensio 4.7k, Carvalho 5k, Guardado 5.8, Illaramendi 5.1, Corona 2.2, Rodrigo 5k, and then Koke coming up with the massive 16k. And that gets us it done. Worst case scenario, we've paid, let's even say 100,000 coins, maybe even 110,000 coins, worst case scenario. I'm actually all right with that. 110,000 coins to get a mega pack and a prime gold players pack, which is 80,000 coins worth of packs for the pack only Road to Glory. And then, of course, getting us Flashback Chicharito for, you know, if you exclude the pack cost rather than the pack sale price, it's like 30,000 coins for this card, which isn't too bad at all. So we do get ourselves Chicharito. Very nice indeed. He walks out, 87 rated. See, like, there are lots of things I really like about this card, and I'm actually going to use him. We're going to play some games with him. Not in this video, funnily enough. It's actually going to be in tomorrow's episode. The last thing that we're going to do in today's video is show you guys a live game of me in Division 2. So I'm going to show you guys that. But so what I like about this card, first and foremost, is his pace and his shooting and his dribbling are fantastic. Also, his jumping and heading is very good for this iteration of FIFA. He's got okay stamina. What I don't like about this card, of course, is the fact that he's got 3-star, 3-star, and medium-low work rates. Now, I know I use medium-low up front with Trezeguet, but generally speaking, this card is, for what it is a good card. And we're going to play with him. We're going to test him out. We're going to try him up front in divisions and have a go with him. Now, as you can see, I've got 400,000 coins left in the bank. I've only got 2 trade pile spots left. So I have to be very clever with how I get these packs sorted. There is a brand new team of the week in packs, a big team of the week in packs as well. If we could pack any or all of those, that'd be amazing. We do get a board. It's going to be Brazilian striker. It's Gabriel Jesus. Now, sadly, that's a duplicate, but happily, that is a card that we'll be able to sell straight away. Oh, and Juan Mata in there as well. That is pretty awesome. Juan Mata will be obviously useful for future SBCs. We'll keep that, we'll keep that, we'll keep that. We'll discard all of this. Now, I kind of want to check these if they're going for... So he's going for 850 on bid. So I want to get rid of him for 800. I want to make sure he sells straight away. And then, of course, Gabriel Jesus as well is selling for... That's really good. 12,000 coins back for Jesus. I'll take that every day of the week. We'll list him up there as well. We're going to send those cards into the club. I'm going to discard these items. And then I'm just going to quickly back out and sort the items later because I want to clear the trade pile space off. And there you go. Gigliardini and Gabriel Jesus have both sold. We're back up to 412,000 coins, which is amazing. And then we'll go and send I might discard the items here. I just wanted to check their price. Like, if they're worth more than 650 or 700 coins, I would, yeah, he's worth 700, so we'll discard him. Bastos, see, he's got an 850 bid on him, so we'll actually be able to sell him. We'll list him for 850. Will he insta-sell for 850? That's a dangerous one for a card like that to take up a trade pile spot, and then it looks like Buddha Booze doesn't even sell, so we'll discard him, and maybe he sold straight away? Does he sell straight away, EA? No, he does not. Now, we've completed... Wait, it said... Oh, no, it said I've had 3 things in for Central. It didn't say I completed them. However, there you go. He sold. Happy days. So we've got another space on the trade pile. We now get a Prime Gold Players pack, guys. Let us hope that we can get a walkout here. No walkout. Come on, at least give me an inform. Give me one of the low-rated informs. It's not even a... it's Castiles. And once again... I don't know. What are we saying about the red list? Like, some of those packs were all right. We're going to send all of these guys into the club. Pizarro, Mexican, but not worth anything. Castiles, currently like 900 coins. Aurier, is he like over 1,000 coins? Yeah, that's not bad. So I'll list Aurier up for 1,200. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually just going to back out here. We're going to sort these items later. I'm going to wait until I've got 5 trade pile spaces and make sure that I can, you know, get rid of basically all of those, sell them or whatever. In terms of the squad now, guys, as I said, for this video, I'm going to be playing with this team, and we continue to play with Paulinho, and he actually scores a banging goal. And to be fair, you know, I'm not overly keen on A, his reactions, but you can see that we boosted that, and B, his stamina. But this is a good card. 4-star, 4-star. He's got 4 goals and 4 assists in 8 games. And that is being subbed off most of the time around the half-time mark. Every now and then he plays a full game. Sometimes he gets subbed off a little bit later than the half-time mark. But generally speaking, it's not 8 full games. So I'm really happy with him. And also we're playing with Wendell at left back as well. He scored a goal for us, which I do believe you'll also see in today's video. But for tomorrow's video, we're going to play a few games, and we're going to use Chicharito up front. For me, it's a weird one because obviously he's nowhere near the level of Aubameyang. Aubameyang has far more pace, better shooting, far better passing, far better physical, better defending, and 2 less dribbling. Also is 4-star, 4-star. Also is medium-low, but is 6'2". So Hernandez will come on, and we'll see how he plays. Really, we'll see how he plays. But this guy is going to be the end of here for now. We're now going to go live into a game. Well, it's going to be post-com with comments, but yeah, we're going to go into a full game, guys. I will be right back. Okay, guys, as we go into the game, I have got a full game here. Now, it's a weird one, right? Because I've done this a few times before, and some people seem to like it and some people don't. What I used to do back in FIFA 11, FIFA 12, FIFA 13 specifically is I had a series called Ruin a Randomer where I'd play a live game, like actually live, me playing live and just talking about something. And because of the lack of competitiveness in the game back then, it was very easy for me to not really have to focus all that much on the game. Because of the way the game is this year, and since Champs was involved in FIFA 17, it's far more competitive. And you know, I'm in Division 2, I'm in a high elo, I'm just a couple wins away from Division 1. And so I would find it very difficult to sit here and play to the level that I need to play at to actually win the game and like have a comprehensive discussion with the video. So instead of doing it completely live and doing it like that here, and I used to be able to do it live during the DKT because that again wasn't too difficult, but obviously they've removed that. But yeah, you know, I haven't got the mental strength and mental capacity to play Division 2 game to the level that I need to play it at, and also, you know, have a comprehensive discussion with you guys. So I thought what I'll do instead is still show a full game, still show a game where, you know, and I don't even want to play in Foot Rivals, man. Like, I've got enough points already. I've played 3 games of Foot Rivals. I won 1, I lost 1, and I drew 1. So lucky guess for you which one this is. And funnily enough, one of the guys that I lost, the guy that I lost to, so I didn't lose this one, obviously, he was in Division 1 and is a top 100 pro player. He beat me 3-1. He tweeted me afterwards saying GG, so I searched him up on FootWiz, and yeah, there he was. And it was like, I shouldn't really be playing that kind of caliber of player, but he, you know, I learned a thing or two from him, so I was happy to have played against him. He was moving his keeper very well. I made a few mistakes, but generally speaking. Yeah, I learned a thing or two. But yeah, so here is the full game. Enjoy it. And I've got some comments. Lots of good comments today. Sean Fitzpatrick says, Yo, Nep, why are red informs not considered informs when doing SBCs? Yeah, Cowboys. Well, they're not called red informs. They're just called player pick packs. They are just FUT Champions reward items. I know that they are a duplicate of an inform that's red. The reason why they don't do it as a red inform is because if they did, even if you got gold 3, they would be giving away 2 informs per account, per person, every week. That would engage in putting hundreds of thousands of informs into people's clubs, which would negate the probability of them buying them off the market, which would completely crash the inform market. If the inform market crashes, no reason for people to open packs because they can't get any value out of them because there's no good value in the players that are in the packs. And there you go. So the reason why they don't count as informs is because they want to take your coins off the market by having you buy the inform and then discard it through the SBC. That is the reason why. Lies says, that's his actual name as well. Hey, Nep, I was wondering what you think of EA bringing back wagers. What was really interesting is this has a lot of thumbs up and a lot of comments from people talking back and forth like this is a real thing. And I got two things on it. Hold on. He says, I know this opens the gate for coin sellers, but my workaround could be that the player you receive for your wager win is untradeable. I think this would bring a fresh, fun, casual concept to the game since you could just wager a bronze. Would love to hear your thoughts. Keep up the great work. EA have never and will never have wagers. The game would have to be 18 plus if they put wagers in because it would be gambling. You would be gambling by a game of chance and skill, which is gambling, which would require 18 rated. They used to have, you used to be able to like trade offer, but that's not the same as wagers. The whole point of trade offers was for people to just swap cards of similar value without losing tax. You just switch the cards. And then obviously people used to abuse the trade offers functionality to do wager matches. So, I remember back in FIFA 14, I wagered a guy for Team of the Season, Gareth Bale. If I lost, I would have given him my Gareth Bale for a bronze card. If he lost, he gives me his Gareth Bale for a bronze card. And that would have been the way it worked. But that wasn't something that EA were overly keen on. And of course, as you say, it opens up a world of coin sellers. And so first and foremost, I don't think EA would ever bring wagers into the game because it would need to be 18 rated. And that would be a big amount of their core audience gone, or core player base. But on top of that, I don't think they'd ever bring back trade offers because even though you could circumvent certain coin selling antics by making the cards untradeable after they've been trade offered, what would happen is accounts that now sell coins, what they would do is they would use burner accounts to generate artificially get the coins in whatever manner they do, whatever glitch they use to coin farm. They would then buy a big player, let's say a Prime R9, from the market. They would trade offer it to another account. Now that Prime R9 is untradeable, but what they could do is they could essentially start selling accounts with multiple or one. Like you could buy an account with Prime R9, or you could buy an account with 10 Prime Icons, or you could buy an account with every Player of the Month SBC. And what would happen is instead of people buying coins, they would just buy accounts with insane teams already preloaded onto them. Sure, they would be untradeable, but there would be no way of EA combating that because it's done through their own channels. So I can't these coin guys, they're just clever. They work around everything that EA throw in. I personally can't see EA doing anything like that anytime soon ever. I don't think it's a priority to be done. I don't think the game misses it. Sure, it would add a small little benefactor to some people here or there, but generally speaking, I don't think it's necessary. Harry Goncalves Collins says, don't you think you will ever see this or read it in a video? Got him! But what do you think of Matt HD Gamer packing Prime Ronaldo and Cristiano Ronaldo on his RTG? He didn't pack Prime Ronaldo on his RTG, unless you mean packing Prime Ronaldo and also packing Ronaldo on his RTG. But yeah, he got Prime Ronaldo and then he packed Ronaldo on his RTG. Said, it's a joke, mate. I know we joke about YouTubers getting luck and red list, but this is absolute bollocks. Really want to know your opinion on this. Great video nonetheless. All is well. Listen, man. Are YouTubers not entitled to have the ability to pack good things as well without just being called out for being given things from EA? Like, what do you got to understand and consider? Okay, Matt packed something on his road to glory. It's a little bit different. But when you look at AA packing both Ronaldos, the ones watching a regular one, when you look at Matt packing Prime R9, when you look at the general increased luck of YouTubers this year, I think you're misunderstanding a lot of things that are going on. First and foremost, YouTubers spend a lot of money on this game, especially if they're not on a road to glory. And of course, with spending all of that money, they're bound to pack good items. It's, you know, probability. It's like, you know, you open one pack, you've got a small chance of packing Ronaldo. You open 1 million packs, you've got a much bigger chance of packing Ronaldo, right? But with the game this year, there are far more accessible packs due to FUT Champs and the way the rewards are divvied out, and due to FUT Rivals. You know, this every week for the last well, not last week because I didn't take it, but on the road to glory for 2 consecutive weeks, we finished Division 2 Rank 3. So we got 270,000 coins worth of packs, what I normally wouldn't get. And in those packs, I packed Mbappe and Pogba. So if I didn't get those packs, I wouldn't pack those players. We'd go from there. If you genuinely believe, and we talked about this before, if you genuinely believe EA are giving benefits to YouTubers in packs, you're out of your mind. Like, with no disrespect, you're crazy. Like, just from a coding standpoint, we've had people on stream and in videos that are coders before, and that have like argued the fact that for EA to do this on a pack by pack or account by account basis, it would be nearly impossible, especially when it comes from just packs that you earn the same way as other people earn. Matt got a mega pack that got him Ronaldo. I believe that mega pack was from one of the initial SBCs. Now, when you think about the process of Matt doing that, he had to go and buy the players, he committed them into the SBC got turned in, and then he got given a mega pack, and in that mega pack he got Ronaldo. For EA to give him that Ronaldo, the process would have to be like literally absurd. Like, they would have to almost give him an account where only his account could see a special version of the SBC that was almost like a spoof that looked the same but wasn't, because what happens is he's going to get a mega pack that has a 100% chance of packing Cristiano Ronaldo in it, and they can't and wouldn't do that. It's as I say, from just a coding standpoint, it's just illogical. Now, when you see somebody, like when you saw me pack Mbappe, and then you saw me pack Pogba first, and then Mbappe like 6 packs later, people genuinely believed EA did that for me. But how? They didn't know when I was going to claim my rewards. They didn't know when I was going to open my packs. How could they feasibly and reasonably put special cards in my packs, just my packs? It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, Matt got lucky to pack Ronaldo. Fair play. Matt got lucky to pack Prime R9. Fair play. A9 Skills got lucky to pack 2 Cristiano Ronaldos. I've been extremely lucky on this account. But if you think EA have anything to do with it, you're crazy. I've seen other people who aren't YouTubers also be lucky. I think what people have a big problem with is that because they only see the good stuff that the YouTubers pack and they don't see all the good stuff that non-YouTubers are packing, there seems to be this narrative being pushed that only YouTubers get good cards. But hey, if you go and look at the amount of Cristiano Ronaldos on the market, there's hundreds of him. There aren't hundreds of YouTubers with, oh my god, I packed CR7 videos, which means there's hundreds of Cristiano Ronaldos that have been packed that aren't from YouTubers. Now, are EA giving these guys better pack luck? And if they're not, why is it okay that Random Joe is allowed to pack Cristiano Ronaldo without scrutiny, but Matt HD Gamer or 89 Skills aren't allowed to pack Cristiano Ronaldo without scrutiny? They are a user of the game. They're entitled to the same possibilities and options as everybody else. And if they get lucky, they get lucky. You just got to suck it up. That's it. Anyway, thank you for the comment. AFCB Galley says, hey Nep, do you think the Chicharito SBC is worth it? I'm not so sure about it, but I have it ready to go. Just want your thoughts. Keep up the great work. As you saw me do with this video, I think so. You know, especially if you can complete it for like 100 to 120,000 coins. You're getting a good 87 rated flashback card. You're getting 80k's worth of packs during a relatively decent team of the week. And you're getting an 87 rated card that you could use in future SBCs. And you know, if I know EA like I do with the amount of flashback cards that have been released so far, Pedro, Juanfran, Chicharito, and was there another one? There might have been another one that I can't remember of. with the amount of flashback cards that we've already seen and the potential of more flashback cards, it wouldn't surprise me if somewhere down the line this year, and we could be talking team of the season or even later during, or FUT birthday or something like that, during the FUTties or something, you might require a flashback card for a different card. Like, let's say they start doing end of era cards, and for an end of era card, you need a flashback card from that league. And if they've if they've offered out 50 or 40 or 30 flashback cards throughout the season, and you did none of them because you don't necessarily think it's worth it, you might miss out on an opportunity to get that card. But that's what I think. I think there's a high, I think Chicharito is definitely worth it. Rob T says, Nep, don't you think that it'd be better if everyone stopped caring about what the pros say is the meta, and everyone just went back to FIFA 14 and FIFA 13 was like, and people just use players they enjoy instead of worrying about height, pace, 5-star weak foot, etc. Obviously, everyone will exploit gameplay mechanics no matter what, but don't you think the pros have almost ruined the FIFA community, as all everyone does is copy them, their teams, custom tactics, etc. At the end of the day, it's a game, and it's to be played for fun, and it feels like that's been lost. I mean, I definitely agree with you, the fact that in many regards, the game isn't being played for fun anymore. It's so competitive now because of the rewards and people playing for rewards. The fun aspect has been lost. I don't necessarily always agree with what the pros have to say, or, when I say the pros, I mean sometimes specific individuals. To generalize is a poor thing to do, but, I don't always agree with what they have to say. I don't always agree with the players that they think are overpowered or underpowered. There's been many times in many different years where I've considered somebody to be absolutely amazing in the game, and they just don't. However, they have reason. They are the best at the game. They understand the game mechanics as good as or better than pretty much anybody. And when a certain player just clicks and works for what they do, that's great. However, what a lot of people fail to understand, and this is why I say to people, don't copy people's tactics, don't copy their instructions, find what works for you instead, is because if your playstyle, like, let's say Huge Gorilla loves Eusebio, but your playstyle doesn't work with Eusebio, that doesn't mean Eusebio's not a great player for him. It just means he's not a great player for you, and it doesn't mean he's not a great player in general. For me, it's quite absurd that I don't see Kevin De Bruyne in the pro players' teams. For me, it's quite absurd that they actually don't prioritize 5-star weak foots, and they prioritize certain other stats instead, because I personally believe that having a 5-star weak-footed player at cam is paramount. Now, what we can say is that custom tactics and teams, they're interchangeable. They're like, never one thing works. Like, even pro players, they will have several tactics. So even if they show you their one tactic, what they have that's different isn't about the team or about the player. It's about the fact that when they see something's going wrong, they can spot that and change it on the fly. Now, what you have from casuals that are copying pros is they just stick to the game plan that a pro initially had, and that's all they do. What I think is really interesting this day and age, though, is that people just utterly dismiss quality regular cards and SBC cards and stuff like that because of the fact that icons are so prominent. I think the pro scene, specifically in terms of causing a massive shift in how the game is played, is that these guys just build full-on prime icon teams. And again, generally speaking, not everybody, there are some anomalies, there are some people that don't, but generally speaking, all of the pros put as much time and energy and effort and money in as they can to get the best icon team, because it gives them the best competitive advantage early on. Now, the problem is the icons are so far ahead of the game that the first time that you really see anyone but an icon in a pros team is either Cristiano Ronaldo or Team of the Year. And then even when it gets to Team of the Season, it's very rare that Team of the Season cards take precedent in pro players' teams, unless it's like a fullback or something. You might see a goalkeeper Team of the Season in, or a left back or a right back Team of the Season in, but they will still generally just use all the prime icons because they have some of the best stats in the game. And what that creates is a narrative that says to the average viewer that, hey, Team of the Season such and such, or SBC so and forth, or Team of the Year or regular gold whoever isn't good enough, when actually they are pretty much good enough. Like, I saw Lewis H90, a guy that I opened rewards for a lot over the last couple of years, go 26-4 on PlayStation 4 this week with a genuine 30k PlayStation team. 30,000 coins is what his team cost, and he got 26-4. So if I gave him my team, he'd probably get 30-0 with my team. So definitely, you know, there's something to be said that team is not everything. And you can make out of your team what works for you specifically. You don't have to copy them. But to say that they've ruined the game or anything like that, it's not their fault. They're just doing the best thing that works for them. And people want to know how to be the best in the game, so they follow suit, you know. And that's the long and the short of it, really. Anyway, guys, as you can see, I won that game 4-1. But I did have one more comment I just want to get through right before this video ends. KKKK says, he plays on constant pressure after slating other players who do it. I absolutely don't play on constant pressure. I don't know where you got this idea from, but I don't play on constant pressure at all. Pressure on heavy touch from time to time. Generally speaking, I play on balanced or drop back. This, though, guys, is going to be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.